Hello and welcome back to the podcast. We're gonna keep it chill with this one.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about some crazies, all right?
Grab that shit real quick.
Go ahead. All right. So we're watching we always watch something on something, right? Because it's cold out and people are just getting back to our college town, so we've been bored. So we were watching this thing on Florida Man, just various Florida men and the things they do. I don't know if there's Florida women about, but I'm sure they're biting people and screaming at trucks as they drive by somewhere down there. But you know, I always thought of Florida as just a retirement home for old people and just kind of like a vacation spot. You know, Tom really wants to go there. Speaking of,
Yeah.
he would fit right in.
He would fit right in.
And you know, we like the rapper Puya, right? And Ghostman is from there. And it's like, what the fuck's going on in Florida is my bottom line, okay? Because made you look this up earlier because I wanted to make sure. But what is it? Juan Ponce de Leon, right? The explorer, discovered Florida. And I thought he named it Land of Flowers, but apparently it was Feast of Flowers, whatever the full thing was.
Yeah,
and it's like,
flowers.
It's like, dude, when you think about it, Florida's like such a nice place. So what's going on? Is it like the coast stays normal, and then like inland it just turns? Because I think Florida's coast or something, however they describe it, is like the bottom half is like
Partying and shit.
Partying and like coastline and everything, and the middle is like just Alabama or some shit.
Well, it probably has something to do with fucking the weather. I mean, imagine how crazy we'd be going if it was warm all year round. What stupid shit would we be doing right now?
I guess people get angry, yeah.
Yeah, like.
Well, as 50 Cent once said, something along the lines of, "It's hot out. That's enough reason."
And they have gators. Their culture down there is a little different.
Yeah, they got alligators, dude. They got like mosquitoes. They got swamps. They got all that shit. But why are you crazy? Why is so much you know what I mean? Like, I'd expect this from like, I don't know,
Indiana or some shit.
Mississippi or something. No offense, but take offense to Mississippi. But not you, Florida. What the heck? Come on, Land of Flowers.
I mean, maybe because it is such a melting pot, maybe a lot of homeless go down there because it's warm. And then fall into the.
What do you think of Miami? You like Miami? I want to go to Miami.
I feel like is like I would want to go there, and it's really cool, but I wouldn't want to live there. I feel like it's like a STD city.
I think I would enjoy Miami as a place, but I've never been there other than at the airport on a layover. Like,
I've never been to Florida in general.
I've been to the Tampa Bay, Clearwater, St. Petersburg, over there to the other side, to the Gulf of Mexico side, but I've never been to Miami or anything down there. That'd be cool.
How many states have you been to?
I don't even know.
I've been to
a smattering. Is that a word?
I've been to a decent amount. You've been to a lot, probably more countries than I have, huh?
I don't know. Why is Florida so crazy? Is it an infusion? Is it that with like alligators and mosquitoes breeds all these Florida men? Don't forget the meth. Don't forget the meth in the jungles.
I think that's the bingo right there, the meth.
Yeah, the bingo. But dude, Florida man arrested for calling 911 after kitten denied entry into strip club, right? Everett Lages, Lages, was arrested outside of Emerald City Strip Club in Murdoch for repeatedly calling the emergency line to report that the club owner had refused to let his kitty into the jiggle joint, deputy said. This is from the New York Post. Can we read this? I think we can read it. We could read articles, right?
Yeah.
So the dude couldn't get his cat into a strip club. I mean, I don't think that's the craziest. That's just some crazy old guy, right?
Well...
Maybe we should take it up just a little bit. Florida man chews off another man's face.
That's a headline and a half.
Yeah.
The fuck happened there?
Well, Parker, I'll tell you. In what became known as the case of the Miami cannibal. Never mind, I don't want to fucking go to Miami.
Cannibal's
gonna eat me, dude. I'm gonna be trying to munch on a taco, and you know, some guy's gonna like, well, I don't need that, bro. I don't need that. Rudy Eugene gnawed off half of a homeless man's face while high.
Nice.
Doesn't say on what, so thanks a lot. That's useless. The 31-year-old was shot and killed by police after they found him naked and chowing down on human flesh.
What the? Why? I don't know what goes through your head before that.
Well, they don't tell. I mean, if you want to look up in depth, we could see what he was high on. What was this guy? He was chewing. That's what's scary about being a homeless person, like when you're sleeping outside, is because some of these... Remember that video we watched when the police... I don't remember if it was in England or what, but the police caught that guy who kept clubbing homeless people to death because they set up a dummy and the guy came up and he just like hit it with a baseball bat. Like what compels you to just like, hey, let me go just take out some homeless people? Like, are you know what I'm saying though? Like, wouldn't that freak you out, bro?
Dude.
What?
The Miami-Dade County Medical Examiner said in a news release that the toxicology report detected marijuana, but it didn't find any other street drugs, alcohol, or prescription drugs. Eugene also tested negative for adulterants commonly mixed with street drugs. So he was just.
Well, here's the blunt back.
Yeah.
And but like what I was saying, wouldn't that freak you out? Like, could you? I mean, like, you know, we were talking a couple podcasts back about Shay, right? And Shay, whatever. I think it's Shay.
It's probably the train jumper dude.
Yeah, train surfer. So he kind of in some of his videos talks about, like, especially the one where he was going through the Chernobyl thing, the forest or whatever. They found some abandoned buildings, and he's like, the next day he would wake up and he would chill the sunrise because you climb shit, so he's trying to sleep in the coolest places, and he'd be like, not gonna lie, I had this paranoid thought that somebody was just gonna come up behind me and hit me in the head or something. It's like, exactly, dude. Yeah. I was like wondering that because he sleeps in the weirdest places, and it's like, what if somebody just climbs up there at night and just like a crazy guy? Who knows what the fuck's going on?
I mean, imagine you just yourself. You go climbing up some abandoned building that you don't think anybody's gonna be there, and then you just see this dude dressed in all black, like sleeping. Like, what the fuck are you? I would just leave.
I would dip. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I would leave.
I don't want to deal with that because, you know, he could be that Nauer guy, this guy.
Yeah, the fucking Rudy Eugene.
Yeah, dude, that's intense. But I would worry about squatters for, like, that's why
squatters scare the fuck out of me.
Right, because some of them kind of like to play games, like, to get you out of there.
Yeah.
If it was more so an abandoned house, I guess, over an abandoned factory or, like, silo or something, because, I don't know, it's a house, you know?
It's livable.
Yeah. Well, I mean, those other ones are too, but they're so big that it probably is cold and shit, especially if windows are knocked out on, like, an abandoned factory, right?
That shit would freak me the fuck
dirty and
out.
shit. Not that abandoned house wouldn't be, but I feel like there would be a lot more exposure in an abandoned factory.
I feel I've never been in like this situation where, like, you know, like if you're like in a forest or some shit, like if you're by yourself, you're gonna be a little spooked, you know, just because it's a big vast forest. But like if you're,
I think it's like we said, your mindset. Like if you're not thinking about that, if you're thinking about, hey, I'm trekking through the forest, I don't think you will. But then again, I think everybody, once it gets dark and you start seeing weird shit, whether it's the fantasy mindset of like ghosts or whatever, or not fantasy, but that mindset, or if you're like freaked about bears and wolves and shit,
like
which
real life shit. But if you were walking around in the forest by yourself and then you spotted somebody else, and like, let's say you were a little bit of like a little fucking douchebag and you wanted to fuck with this person, you know, and I wonder how you feel in that situation when you kind of know that you have like all the power. If you start doing like the little like creepy girl laughing voice, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you start like haunting this person in the forest as like just a normal person, like playing like a prank on them. But
well, that's how you feel. Amusement. Yeah. It's like when you probably feel. I've never done that because I don't want people to hurt themselves.
Trying to
yeah. So that's why I never wanted to, like, for example, my dad was older, and I never wanted, I know that he was healthy and everything, but I always thought for some reason heart attack, and I was like, I never want to jump out on him. And also the thing I told you, like, once someone starts it never ends, and then you could get paranoid. Like if I just scared you one day, you coming home, then you scared me back, and then I did, and then we keep going. It's like, I don't want to start something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but they probably feel, I don't know, like, I'm bored, let's just prank somebody. They probably feel like, hey, it's no big deal. It's just like letting off an air horn at a golf course. But to the other person, they have a fucking life-changing experience. But these people are probably young kids, so they don't have the empathy or the force, you know,
the maturity to
maybe
realize.
Even 12, 13-year-olds, you know, who knows?
But
I mean, you did shit when you were a kid, right?
Yeah,
Not like that, but like you climb into buildings and explore shit. Maybe you spook somebody by accident because they heard you walking.
Damn, that is kind of crazy.
You ever thought of that?
Yeah, that is weird to think about. Or like, how many people a day do you think pass on the street that notice you, that actually take note of you?
Well, me, I don't want to. I don't know how to say it without being conceited. There's just no way. But I'm taller, so I just stand out. It's like if you have red hair, you just
stand out.
Blue hair, you know, you just there's something that's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you stand out.
But literally. I don't know what you mean. Noticed as in, oh, there's that person, like they're gonna register me as a human being maybe faster because I'm differentiated through height. Like you see my shape faster, like recognition wise. But I don't think that those people, just because they recognize me, they have any second thought. Like they could, how many people do you recognize are a human being walking by, but that's it, you just scan that they're there. So I think a lot that way. But think about me, I don't know. I don't. Cause how long, you know, like what? Think what? Like maybe they just thought, oh, that's a tall guy, you know. Hey, that's a cool hoodie, you know, and then they never think about you again. So maybe all of them.
Yeah.
Well, actually, all of them. Everybody who sees you technically thinks about you for a split second.
For a split second. But like, have you ever gone through like your day at the end of the night or something, and you're like just thinking about it, and you're like, you saw some weird dude or you saw somebody, and you're like, why is that person sticking in my mind or some shit like that?
Oh, the standout person?
Yeah.
Oh, how many people noticed me like that? I couldn't tell because some days, like when we dressed up on Halloween and we went to the mall because we had to go get that shit, probably a bunch of the people we saw registered us that day.
But then just in any other normal day.
No, because I don't do anything crazy. Like you look like you have more you have earrings, you have like you dress actually like nicely. I'm just looking normal.
You're vibing. Well, because me and my mom, we look exactly the same, but we'll be going to like a fucking like Jewel Osco or some shit, or like any grocery store, and we'll get so many people staring at us for some reason. I don't know why.
I get that too, right? And I think it is because I smell like weed.
But I'll be with my mama, and I don't even smell like weed because that's when I was doing dabs all the time.
Then I don't know.
It's weird, even when I'm driving too. They'll just stare at me.
I think you're just a weird guy.
I'm just that pretty, I know.
Okay, you have a mask on.
Not at this small, yeah.
But listen, we got off the main beaten path, dude. We're talking about Florida people. That was just there's like 20 of these, dude. That was number 2, and I'm like scared to go. How does it go? Is it gonna go down now? Where can you go from here other than Florida man kills like pigeon with his laser sight?
Yeah, laser slingshot.
Florida man once arrested for fighting drag queen with tiki torch runs for mayor.
Oh my god.
Damn, they did it. I didn't really think they would top the face chewing.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Please fact check all this stuff. Just because we're getting it, or I'm getting it off a website, and I didn't cross-check these. So hopefully these are the stories, but if you catch a story here that you're interested in, do your own research and find out the facts, because just as I was thinking about this, because I always thought I would like somebody to tell me this. I mean, you know, fighting with a tiki torch, that's kind of interesting, but let's move on. Florida man trapped in unlocked closet for 2 days.
That's
okay, this guy John, 31, and Amber, there was 2 of them, thought they were stuck in a janitor's closet at Daytona State College for 2 days before realizing they could just open the door and walk out. Huh.
That's something that I would do, but I wouldn't wait 2 days. Like, how do you not touch the handle for 2 days?
You didn't check it? Like
the first minute? Like,
maybe they just pushed it and it was like they had to pull in, and then they just kept pushing and they were like, oh fuck, it's locked.
They were just high as a kite. Like,
maybe
high as a motherfucker, smoking doobies in the janitor closet.
What do you think their majors are, huh?
Not fucking practical engineering.
Good one, thanks. What the fuck? What's practical engineering?
No idea, but they're not practical or engineers.
Okay. All right.
What do you
watch him be like?
Telecommunications.
Watch him be say like some like big shit. Like one of them's a lawyer, the other one's a doctor. We just couldn't figure it out. I don't know.
And your defense.
I couldn't pull. My arm was sore from all the tennis on Father's Ranch. I was just.
The fuck? At Daytona? Where? Oh, Daytona's in Florida. Yeah.
I don't know. It depends. Oh yeah, it's Florida. Florida man killed by alligator while hiding from cops. Well. Damn, why do they put it like this? Matthew Riggins was fatally chomped by an 11
Chomped, no.
He didn't even say chomped on. It just was fatally chomped by an 11-foot alligator after allegedly breaking into a home, then hiding from cops in Barefoot Bay Lake. He was missing part of his arm. Holy shit, dude.
There's so much crazy shit that happens in fucking Florida, bro.
Florida man, do people? There's Uber now, and Florida man desperate for ride to Hooters calls 911.
Fair.
So this guy Hinkle allegedly told 911 dispatchers he needed a ride to the provocative eatery to help his grandmother who had fallen ill. 12 later learned that the 28-year-old Merritt Island man's granny was perfectly fine, and Hinkle was arrested on charges of misusing
911. I mean, yeah. At that point, if you're right by a pizza place, just order a pizza to Hooters. Do I order this?
Yeah, a little bit. Right, Florida man tries to steal stack of ribs by stashing it in his pants. All right, so these are kind of We started off real strong. Now we're kind of getting low. These are just things I would do now.
Yeah, for real.
Okay, not this one though. This is you, Parker. Florida man insists syringes pulled from rectum aren't his.
Whoa.
After getting hauled into jail on marijuana charges, this guy allegedly pulled 3 syringes from his ass. Allegedly.
How though? How do you fit that up there?
He said they actually belonged to someone else.
Actually, yeah, me saying.
No,
actually,
those
Joe.
aren't mine, dude.
Those
I'm
are
telling
Joe's.
you.
My roommate Joe. Joe, I promise.
Dude, that's so. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence.
Alright.
Wait a minute. Let's get a couple more here. Hold up. Okay, not that one. Florida man arrested over I eat ass sticker.
That's stupid.
Florida man arrested after botched castration surgery.
Well,
Florida
hold up,
man
what?
protects car from hurricane.
With
All right.
what?
I don't know. His body? Drove his smart car inside his home and into his kitchen to protect it from flooding and wind. His wife said, "My husband was afraid of his car might blow away."
I mean, fair enough. It's a fucking smart car. If you can fit it in there, do it.
You think he got it through like the patio window or some shit?
Yeah, the back door. If they had like the double French doors or whatever.
Yeah. You know who else is from Florida?
Who?
I think Review Bra.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, dude. All that shit. Like, what the hell is in some?
It's in the water, bro. They put something in the tap. I swear.
What water, dude? Oh, here we go. They're even trying to fuck up the alligators. This is why the alligators are pissed off and getting chomped. Because Florida man arrested for trying to get alligator drunk.
What?
Timothy Kepke, 27, allegedly fed some beer to the gator after his pal caught it with his bare hands. Fuck yeah. That's awesome.
What the fuck?
You think you could catch a gator? Nah, dude. Do you have to hold it like a snake? Like you grab it by its head and hold it close?
You have to like straddle its back. You have to like, get on it like its horse on its neck, and then like you have to hold its fucking.
Have you done it?
Fuck no. Have you ever hit high fived an otter?
No.
That shit's so fun, dude. They're so
No.
cute. Supposedly, I was watching this, and this is completely off topic. You remember SpongeBob? Fucking what was that one episode? I don't remember what it was called, but the one where they were swearing and it was all the dolphin noises.
Oh, what did he say?
Yeah, well, supposedly there's one because like they in the studio they tried like not saying the swear words while doing it, but it was just too hard for them to not do it because they blurted it out afterwards. So allegedly there's a recording there's a recording with the swear words in it. Can you imagine just seeing that shit? Just an actual SpongeBob episode with swear words in it.
I saw that one on Instagram. Didn't you see where he's like, it's
Well,
the
but
one where
SpongeBob
he's
has
in the
a-
window, but I don't know if that somebody overdubbed that. It sounds like, what's his name? Tim Kenny or whatever?
Yeah.
Is that his name?
I don't know. Have you seen him laugh like SpongeBob though?
Yeah, it's
He
kind of
grabs
cool.
his fucking throat skin.
Yeah,
It's weird.
I mean,
I couldn't do it. Yeah, that's
I hope the mic-
I clipped that shit probably.
what?
That whistling.
Was that good?
I mean, it was good, but it probably clipped the mic.
Yeah, I'll probably have to edit that out. That's okay, but you know what? I forgot what I was gonna say, but that's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Florida
that
man,
out.
get out of here.
Florida man, get out of here, dude.
Let's light the gaseous swamp fumes on fire.
Dude, you getting dark, man. We gotta end this before you take over the world. It's freaking Mega Mind. Mega Mind.
Oh, bro, Megamind, like the fucking who was he? The blue guy? Who played him? Who was the voice actor?
I don't know. I didn't actually see that movie, but they have mad freedom to create whatever, huh?
Bro, Pixar, yeah. I feel like they do have versus like DreamWorks and Disney. They definitely have. I feel like they have the widest range of movies, while like Disney's all like princesses. Pixar kind of has Megamind. They got Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. They got fucking Nemo. They
That
got,
murderous lamp.
yeah, that fucking murder. And then DreamWorks just has Shrek. It's their most iconic thing. What else do they have?
Is DreamWorks the one where it starts with the moon, like the kid sitting on the moon,
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, and then he's fishing. But I feel like in my opinion they rule the animation game for movies at least.
Probably if they got the most popular movies, you know what they say.
Pixar.
Thank you so much for listening. Peace.
Doses.